Hello everybody and welcome back. As always, I am Mateo311 and this is your channel for everything VR related. Today, we're talking about how VR is life-changing. It allowed me to finally break into the VR game industry, introduced me to countless amazing people, and gave me the ability to share my passion with a much greater audience. Now, I know I'm not the only one who's been impacted so deeply by VR, and that's why today's video is not only intended to entertain you, but also give a huge thank you to this community and anyone working in the VR industry. I blindly dove into VR after picking up an HTC Vive without checking out a single review. I instantly fell in love, but had no idea of the profound impact it would have on my life and so many others. So let's go ahead and start this celebration of VR. Now there are of course links and timestamps if you want to skip ahead, but before we jump in, this video is brought to you by Ridge Wallet. I know many of you are still using this old-fashioned, clunky, gigantic wallet that you should get rid of right now and upgrade to something more fashionable that just fits in your pocket much better. Now, if you're not in the market for a wallet yourself, you can find the best Father's Day gift using my link, ridge.com/Mateo311, and save up to 40% through June 15th. Now, I know this makes a great gift because I am in fact a dad, and I just upgraded to one of these wallets. There's a huge array of different styles, so I'm sure you'll find something for everybody. Again, that link to check out is ridge.com/Mateo311, and thanks again to Ridge for sponsoring today's video. VR has not only changed my life. Just like many other emerging technologies, the impact has been dramatic. HBO recently did an entire documentary set in VR chat. We Met in VR was an amazingly well done look into how people are moving major parts of their lives into VR.
Making friends here is sometimes what saves people's lives, or what gets them up out of bed in the morning.
They're finding new friends, meeting loved ones, and even getting virtual jobs.
I am a teacher for Helping Hands, a sign language community here in VR chat.
Hand rested under our elbow, and we're gonna go like this. Christmas.
This is very much the stuff of science fiction from only a decade or so ago. We now have the option to move our lives into a world of our own design. VR community members are also so passionate that when the beloved game Echo VR was cancelled, they actually flew a plane over Meta headquarters in protest. But VR technology goes much further than just offering us a new way to interact or game. It's created a billion-dollar industry, opened jobs for countless individuals, became a priceless training tool for many fields, but most important to me is the countless memories and friends I've made along the way. Now, my VR journey started with humble beginnings. I've always had the need for some sort of creative outlet, and after remodeling my basement into the Mat Cave, I decided to put together a fun video for it.
I'm a living legend. You ain't heard yet, you not get the message. From the moment that I'm stepping in, I get a couple weapons. Yeah, I turn to a beast when I'm rapping. I'm a living legend. You ain't heard yet, you not get the message. From the moment that I'm stepping in, I get a couple weapons. Yeah, I turn to a beast when I'm rapping.
This became the light bulb moment to start making VR content. I wasn't looking to become a content creator or make money. I just wanted the ability to share my interest to a larger audience and hopefully make a few VR friends. Well, 4 years later, I have all of that and much more. I started by making some simple and quite honestly terrible VR game reviews.
Hello everybody and welcome back to the Viveport review, where we take a look at newly released video games on the Viveport subscription service.
VR content was so dry in the early days that we were eager to play or talk about anything. My frustration with where the industry was left me with a reputation of being a cynical bastard, but luckily my disposition grew along with the VR industry. I found better ways to make my points, became a lot more open-minded, and I refused to only see one side of an argument. So over those 4 years, I went from making content that was objectively poor to becoming a full-time content creator who can not only support himself, but also didn't have to sell out or change who he was in the process. This journey has been absolutely fantastic and one of my proudest achievements. Now, there's a lot of individuals I have to thank. Or look at things in a different manner. And I've been lucky enough to become great friends with some of these individuals. Now, finally meeting some game studios in real life has been another amazing experience. And when that does happen, you feel like you finally made it. The VR community is still quite young and niche, making it a close-knit community where I'm happy to say everyone is quite humble. For the most part, we all appreciate one another, and this is the type of camaraderie I've longed for my whole life. VR has even spilled over into my real-life family and friends. Having my loved ones share a hobby that I'm passionate about has been a dream come true. Now, I've never been a shy person, but at the same time, I rarely shared hobbies or passions with people I knew in real life. YouTube has become a major social outlet for me. I get to be my quirky self and hopefully entertain you guys along the way. I've definitely produced some ridiculous content, which is some of the stuff I'm most proud of. But besides entertaining, I hope that I helped inform some people to make the right hardware and game decisions. Putting a subjective opinion out on the internet is never a fun time. People love to disagree or even troll you, and on the other side, I would hate to have encouraged someone to make a purchase that they ultimately regret.
This headset is pretty freaking awesome.
But besides the gaming side of VR, I also hope I've helped some people improve their physical fitness. Diet and exercise is another passion for me, and my VR fitness video is something I'm truly proud of. Remember, you didn't put the weight on over the course of 1 week. Not gonna come off in 1 week. Now, I've even made it into a few video games along the way, including Dash Dash World, V-Racer, In Death Unchained, and Drums Rock. But none of this would have been possible without the VR community. I want to give you guys a huge thank you. To everyone watching my videos and helping out by giving a thumbs up and leaving a comment, I absolutely owe you guys the world. I'm committed to bringing high quality content to this channel for as long as humanly possible. I absolutely love your feedback, even when you guys do decide to troll me. I know I can be quite opinionated.
I don't think it's easy to adjust, nor is it comfortable or hold on your head too well.
But I am also open-minded and do want to hear your side of the story.
All I want to do is make the best videos that I'm physically capable of making and giving you guys my honest opinion.
Now, I also have to thank my channel sponsors like Kiwi Design and VR Rock. You guys might not know this, but YouTube ad revenue just doesn't pay that much. So without sponsors, I might not be able to feed my kids or eventually send them to college. And this thank you also extends to all the Patreons or anyone who donates to this channel. It really means a lot that you guys are willing to back me up with your hard-earned money. Now, I'm always trying to give back as much as possible, and this channel has already given away a GTX 1080, an RTX 2080 Ti, a Quest 2, Valve Index, a Pico 3, and countless VR games. I grew up without money for hardware or games, so I wish giveaways like this existed when I was a kid because they would have meant the world to me, and that's one of the major principles behind this channel. I create the type of content and try and maintain the type of actions I would personally be looking for if I was a viewer and not the creator. So just one last thank you to all the people using my affiliate links, my sponsors, the Patreons, and all of the loyal viewers out there. Now, I do have some lofty goals for the remainder of 2023, including hitting 100,000 subscribers. But more important than any of that is that I remain true to you guys and keep working hard on this channel. I hope you guys appreciate the effort, and I'll just leave you guys with a bit of hype. I'm currently under 5 separate NDAs, and trust me guys, some amazing stuff is coming starting next month in June. Hopefully we can take this ride together, and VR will continue to be a major part in both of our lives.
And that was today's video, brought to you by my dad, Mateo311. If you enjoyed it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you're new here,
Consider subscribing.
consider subscribing.
Consider subscribing.
And consider subscribing.
Consider subscribing.
Consider subscribing.
We'll see you guys on next time.
We'll see you guys on next time.